Welcome to the Biz Grill, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear or favor. The Ashanti region recorded a total of 132 fire incidents between January 1st and 31st, 2026, marking a decrease from 187 cases reported during the same period in 2025. Speaking in an interview, Ashanti Regional Fire Command PRO Peter Doe acknowledged that some high-profile fires this year have sparked public concern due to significant damage caused to markets, shops and properties. However, the figures officials stated reflect fire prevention and response efforts across the region, stressing that there is no cause for alarm based on the overall statistics. The Fire Command continued to urge residents and business owners to observe fire safety regulations, remain vigilant, emphasizing that continued cooperation is key to sustaining downward trend and fire outbreak across the region. So this is the Ashanti region. It has recorded 132 fire cases only in January, okay, but if we want to tally this to previous year, that's 2025, it was somewhere 185, but now it has decreased to 132. All the same, we are still in the 100 lane. But I want us to look at something. I think of late the rate at which we get notified of fire outbreaks here and then is becoming very, very alarming. There is no single week where we don't get to hear that there is a fire outbreak, especially in our market. Today you hear this market has gathered fire. Another week it's another market. Another time it's a shop. And all this is a cause for alarm. Because trust me, when things like this happen, it's a cost on the government. Because in a way, the government needs to compensate you. The government needs to give you something to revive your business. It might not be enough, but at least to help you start something small. But this is something I believe we can equally prevent. We are too careless. That is it. We are too careless. Go to a market and see. It is so congested. Our marketplaces are congested. And sometimes even within the markets, people still have, they've taken the market as a dwelling place. Yes, I know that is where you sell. And sometimes you don't really have time to go home, cook and all that. So most of the time, this traders who have shops in the marketplaces have cylinders, they have coal pots, they have lighter, they cook, they eat. And sometimes they spend the night there. I said they are careless because they don't cater for these things properly. Most of this fire outbreak, when you go into details, you realize that sometimes the cylinder wasn't properly offed. It has been left there like that. Sometimes wrong connection and all that. And sometimes you get to know that this traders, end up burning refuse and all that, and they forgot to put it off. And sometimes they prepared food. They also use their coal pot and all that. They prepared food. I don't know whether it's forgetfulness or what, to quench the fire. And then it results into something else. The layout in our marketplaces is very, very poor. The recent one that happened at Circle, it was an eyesore. Seriously. It was an eyesore. Because even where to walk to get to where the main incidents or where the fire is escalating the more. You like, there is no place for you to even walk. The space is very, very, very small. You need to maneuver your way through so that you can get the information you are looking for. This is not a place where people should sleep. But go there and see. It is so congested. They are sleeping there. They are cooking there. The fire service personnel, they were complaining because there was bar there. People selling food and all that. It's a lot. So places that are so congested like this, it's very easy. It's very easy for such occurrences. Seriously, it is very, very easy. Because the place is so congested that you see a shop here, and all those shops we are talking about, they are wooden structures. I would say 30%, it is only 30% that are metal or the containers. The rest are wooden structures. And anything that is made up of wood easily, I mean, explode when it comes in contact with fire. So when you look at the settlement or the layout in our marketplaces, is kind of very, very poor. Places where people are not supposed to place or have a shop, that is where their shop is. And the most funny aspect of it is that you will see them writing on it, remove. This shop needs to be removed. But go there and see the shop is still there because they've given the person money. They've given you something for transport. They've given you something to buy water. And so it is still there. And when the unexpected happens, a buying and a better one money. And then you see them calling on the government. Come to our aid, oh, we are suffering, oh, we need money. Our money was inside, blah, 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 blah. But if you should go there and tell these people that where you are selling, it's wrong. It's wrong. They will never listen. They will feel like you are trying to push them away from their daily bread. That is what they'll tell you, that you're pushing them away from their daily bread. But the right thing is what we are doing. I feel like it's about time. That I was really happy when I saw that the Accra mayor, they've begun this decongestion of, our marketplaces. I don't know how long or how well we are going to sustain it, because I know our people so well. We start with something very good, and along the way, we let it go just like that. No one cares, like we don't even ask of it, and then it ends there. So even these traders know that when you sack them, they will still come back. Even when you come to write on their shop that the shop needs to be removed, they'll give you money, you will take. So to ensure that our market is in place and everything is in check, there is a lot of work to do. The government has a role to play. The traders themselves has a role to play. Because even if the government is trying their possible best and the traders are refusing to reset their mentality, we will still be marking time. And the government will suffer them more all the time. And the market, and it's always market. It is always market. The other fire outbreaks we've encountered, or they've been called to rush the scene, that has to do with households, fire outbreak. It's not really common. It's not really common. Even with that, it's still based on carelessness. Seriously, it's still based on carelessness. Tell me why you put food on fire and go and sleep. Now you wake up. You are feeling so sleepy, and so you put food on the fire and you go to sleep. No, all these things, you cannot sleep, because this is not something you should joke with. You might oversleep. That food will get burnt, and then it will cause something different. Tell me why you plug an iron to iron your dress. After you are done ironing, you forgot to plug it off. Or you forgot to off the socket. And then you left the iron there. And then you went to, whether you've gone out for work or you've gone to buy something outside, 3-5 hours, and then you come back. No, tell me. If you're not insane, then what is it? Because you know perfectly well that after ironing, you need to put it off. You need to put off the socket. All these things are something they are things we don't really pay attention to. But it costs us a lot. It really costs us a lot. So when it has to do with as our market, there is a lot to do, Papa. There is a lot to do. Even if, a lot of traders are calling on the government to enlarge our market spaces. Let me tell you, even if they should enlarge this market spaces and the mentality is still the same, we will still experience it. So I feel like it's about time these traders, they need to be educated. Sometimes educating them is kind of shall I say, it's kind of hurting and painful, because I don't think they don't know the right thing to do. They know the right thing to do. But I also don't know the reason why they don't do the right thing. But I feel like it's about time we still educate them, because as the saying goes, no one is older than education, okay? You are not older than knowledge. So long as you grow and so long as there are new things coming up each day, and in every hour, you still learn. You learn new things. You develop new skills. And that is the same way. Regardless of your age, you still learn new things. So I feel like education, although sometimes when you educate these people, I feel like, excuse me, but I feel like in a way it's a waste of time, because they will still do it. But as it stands now, we have no option. We still have to educate these people. We have to let them know that adena mo yene wow, because more buying also, and you will suffer more, because trust me, for you to get that compensation, it will take a long period of time. And you end up being a countermantle. We realize that even the money they send to them, part of the money was taken by someone. So it will be broadcasted. We are so good in that. We will broadcast in that they've given these people this amount of money. Whether you've taken the money or not, that one is your own problem. But sometimes when you get to these people and speak to them, the only thing you get to hear is, oh, the government promised us this, and we saw the money being disbursed, but ankai and sa. So you see, you should understand that some of these leaders do not even care about your well-being. So you should cater for your own self. Because if out of carelessness, your shop gets burnt, you will be compensated. But trust me, how much will you get? Will it add up, or will it are you going to get the exact money that you will need to establish a new business? No. And I feel like there should be a strict enforcement. If a trader is selling in unauthorized places, or his or her shop is being placed at unauthorized space, occupying unauthorized space, it should be removed. As simple as ABC. And traders who flout it should be arrested. They should learn it the hard way. When we do that, it will help us. But when we want to go to the normal way, the most funny aspect is that please, with that, I don't want to even hear, because there are certain things God do. You shouldn't mention God, because God is not involved. Okay, you know that way. Oh yeah, this is what will happen. You know, when you do it this way, this is the implication. When you do it that way, whether you are going to get a positive result or negative result, you know it. So why would you do it? So I feel like there should be strict enforcement. And these traders we should have fire extinguishers. It's also very necessary. They should have fire extinguishers. And as I said, no one is older than knowledge, acquiring knowledge. No one is older than topping up your wisdom. So they should be educated. And I feel like the toll-free number of Ghana National Fire Service, all the traders should have it on their phone. Yeah, you know, if you should go to the street right now and interview most of these traders, they'll tell you they don't even know their number. So I feel like these traders, they should have the toll-free number of Ghana National Fire Service. In case it, but you call. And the more reason why sometimes this Ghana National Fire Service personnel, they feel so reluctant, is because a sane citizen, a normal citizen, a citizen that is not mentally insane, will take his phone and call a Ghana National Fire Service and lie that there's a fire outbreak here, there's a fire outbreak there, they'll get there, nothing is there. And you see, this is the main reason why sometimes they delay. And as much as we know that the Ghana National Fire Service also needs to be retooled. Because tell me why you go to quench fire and then you tell me that there is shortage of water. Like how? So a lot needs to be done from the Ghana National Fire Service as an entity on their own, to the traders, enforcing strict rules, whether you flout it, when you flout it, you should face it the hard way. If you're refusing to learn it in a simple way to help you, then you learn it the hard way with strict punishment, harsher one, of course, so that it will serve as a deterrent to others. Because when things like this happen, no, seriously, so please, like the recent one we encountered, you see old women crying, and it's so disheartening. We are begging you, please. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.